play and call it work.
MiniWarGaming Banter! Batrep!
MiniWarGamer Dave here from MiniWarGaming.com, here with Leland!
Hey!
Welcome, Leland. Welcome back. You guys know Leland. He used to work at MiniWarGaming here, and we missed Leland. We want to see more Leland. So we set up a game because it's awesome. And
this is one of the few times we
it is actually,
together, yeah.
I think we may play once, maybe twice.
Back during the Warzone Apothis.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I haven't really played Leland that much, ironically, even though he worked here and made, I don't know, a couple hundred battle reports or whatever it was, and craziness. But now we get to duke it out with a 3,000 point mission. This is straight from Gathering Storm, straight from Rise of the Primarch. It's an Echoes of War mission. Amidst the Sea of Storms is what we're doing. The narrative, which we are extracting right from the book, is very exciting. It's right after Guilliman has fought with Skarbrand. He sliced his torso, he flew off the platform, he nearly escaped him. With the help of the Harlequins, they went through the Webway, pursued by Thousand Suns and Magnus. They land on Luna. So here we are fighting on the moon, and it's pretty exciting. We're so excited to do this. We had to make it 3,000 points though, because we had to fit Magnus in his army and make it a legal list. And
he's just so expensive.
He is. Yeah. He really is. And there's a whole bunch of special mission rules for this Echoes of War mission that really come into play really nicely for this, because my goal is to get Magnus and Guilliman in the same fighting.
It's good. That's my goal too.
So we have the same goals in life.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
So people are happy. So let's take a look at the armies and enjoy. 3,000 points, Thousand Suns Grand Coven. Let's try that again. 3,000 points Grand Coven. I have the auxiliary choice there, the Hellbrute, that I forgot to include. Starting with the War Cabal, which is the core formation. You're looking at it right there. It is actually maxed out, which means Favorite of Tzeentch rule comes into play. I get to reroll my failed saving throws of 1. That is for my Rubric Marines and my Skarbrand Terminators, which you'll see in just a moment. For these Rubric Marines that you see before you right now, they are equipped with Soul Reaper Cannon, and that's it. That's what we have in these 10-man units. They are equipped the exact same, all 3 units. Soul Reaper Cannon is Strength 5, AP 3, Rending, Heavy 4. Excellent. I'm very glad that I'm able to bring these in the army and that they're slow and purposeful so that I can shoot and move accordingly. 3 units of Skarbrand Terminators. We have the Hellfire Missile Rack, Soul Reaper Cannons, and there are 3 5-man units. Just as a reminder that there are 2 wounds on each of the sorcerers for the Skarbrand sorcerers, because they're a bit beefier, they're a bit better. And because I've built these guys using the Trader Legion's Codex Supplement, we have the Favorite of Tzeentch special rule, or Blessing of Tzeentch rather, which means that their involved saves are improved by 1 when I cast a blessing on them. So all I need to do is cast Force on the sorcerer. Their invuln save goes from 4 to 3. Same thing goes for the Rubric Marines, because their invuln save is 4. Starting with the Aura of Dark Glory gives a 5 up. Mark of Tzeentch, adding 1 to that, which is a 4 up, and then casting a blessing on them, which is 1 more due to the Blessing of Tzeentch, makes these guys very, very resilient. Rounding out the core formation are 2 Exalted Sorcerers. They are flying on Discs of Tzeentch. Discs of Tzeentch make them jet bikes, which is awesome. They get to move really far and they get to turbo boost even further. It's pretty nuts, actually. I've also increased the mastery levels of these guys to mastery level 2. Auxiliary choice in the Grand Coven is a Hellbrute. He's equipped with the Twin Link Reaper Autocannon and a Thunder Hammer. Last but certainly not least is the Lord of the Legion in this army, Magnus the Red, the Primarch of the Thousand Suns. He'll be the warlord in this army, and he's going to be wreaking havoc on the battlefield, and he has his sights set on Robout Guilliman. And that's 3,000 points of Thousand Suns Grand Coven Detachment.
All right, I have my 3,000 points. This is the remnants of the Terran Crusade, led by Robout Guilliman. Leading it all, we have the Primarch of the Ultramarines himself, Guilliman, with all the wonderful weapons and special rules he comes with. So looking forward to having him fling himself at Magnus and seeing the havoc wreaked from that one. And he'll be leading remnants of the Ultramarines second chapter, where we have some tactical marines, Stern Guard, a captain, dreadnought, and scouts. Now the Stern Guard are going to be coming with a whole bunch of combi plasma, so you can ignore like the combi meltas on there. It's all going to be plasma. We have the scouts with a bunch of sniper rifles and missile launcher. And you can see the scouts there with their sniper rifles and missile launcher. We have 2 tactical squads, one with a grav gun, one with a plasma gun. And this squad here is the one with the grav gun. We have a venerable dreadnought with twin-linked las cannon, power fist, and underslung heavy flamer. And for the last part of the Ultramarines, we have a Terminator captain with power sword and, though you can't see it, shield eternal. The Imperial fists with the Terminator captain with shield and hammer is going to be the 2nd contingent force coming in. We have a tactical squad of Imperial fists with a plasma gun. And the sergeant has a power fist and grav pistol. And we have a regular run-of-the-mill Land Raider that's going to bring them into the fight. And we have a small force of Grey Knights led by Grandmaster Voldus and assisted by Saint Celestine and her Gemini. So Voldus is coming in as the leader of the 3rd Brotherhood. He's got his his Demon Hammer, which is an at initiative Demon Hammer, which is really rather nice, and he's Mastery level 3 with some nice powers to go behind it. We have a total of 10 Terminators that are going to be in 2 squads, each of them armed with halberds and a single Psy Cannon. We have a single Nemesis Dread Knight, or Grey Knight Dread Knight rather, that has a heavy incinerator, Psy Cannon, and his personal teleporter. And we have the living Saint Celestine herself with her 2 Gemini. So that's 3,000 points of the remnants of the Terran Crusade ready to battle the Thousand Suns.
Guilliman stepped through the shimmering lights of the Webway gate, and during the unsettling doubting of reality that it created, he passed from soft illumination into harsh black shadow and searing glare, from air and gentle warmth into the frozen, airless lethality of near vacuum. Gravity bled away around him, and with a single step, Guilliman launched himself away from the Webway gate into the billowing moon dust beyond. Above them, Celestine soared upward into the dark skies. Her Gemini, Superior, had adorned their helms, and the living saint had no need of such apparel. The Thousand Suns were spilling from the Webway gate in increasing numbers, Scarab, Occult, and Rubrique driven forward by sorcerers on their flying discs. Their advance was steady but unstoppable, pushing up the crater walls with their guns blazing. Recognizing that the crater itself offered the best chance of containing the foe, Guilliman spread his warriors, walkers, and tanks round its lip and commanded them to pour fire down into the advancing Thousand Suns. Drawing himself up to his full height, Magnus the Red raised his ensorcelled glaive and spoke dolorous words of power that rang out in defiance of all natural law. Purple flames leapt, forming shimmering shields and warding the Thousand Suns from harm. Echoes of War, amidst the sea of storms. This is Mission 5 from Rise of the Primarch Gathering Storm book. Mission special rules, hard vacuum, all attacks have the rending special rule. That's all attacks. That's crazy. Low gravity, all infantry models have the jump unit type. Orbital support, starting from Leland's 4th turn, all Space Marine captains are allowed to make orbital strikes. And the attack is no longer limited to Chapter Master. In addition, the one-use only rule no longer applies to orbital strikes. Superhuman Resolve. If Magnus the Red or Robout Guilliman are slain, do not remove them from play. Instead, they shake off the effects of the wounds they have suffered and remain in play with their wounds restored to their full starting complement. The first time either of the Primarchs do this, they recover automatically. The second time, they recover on a d6 roll of 2 or more. Third time on a d6 roll of 3 or more. Fourth time and subsequent times, d6 rolls of 4 or more. Should the roll ever be failed, the model is finally slain. The special rule replaces the special rule on Robout Guilliman's Armor of Fate, but he can still use the Armor of Fate's 3+ invulnerable save. In terms of victory conditions, it's a kill point game. You get a victory point for each unit slain. However, when Magnus and Guilliman are in battle together, they get 1 victory point per wound inflicted on each other. So if I inflict 4 wounds on you, that's 4 extra victory points, and vice versa, which is actually very exciting because it gives even more of a reason for us to get in battle and for there to be an eternal war with us duking it out on this Luna. Just as a side note, the Imperial 2nd contingent will remain in reserve until turn 4 when it automatically comes in. That is a mission special rule. Taking a look at deployment. Imperium side went first for deployment. There is a 6-inch wide gap around the edge of the battlefield, and that's where, with the exception of the scouts, which have infiltrated, that's where Leland has set up his units. And right in the middle here is the Thousand Suns. That's where they have been permitted to deploy as per the deployment map for this mission. And that's what it is right there. Now we have made provision. The models are still 24 inches away from each other, but they don't start 12 inches from the table edge. They're starting 6. Because I believe this is meant for a larger game. It does state that Imperium side goes first, but I can try to seize the initiative. And do I seize the initiative? Oh, I do too!
Second game in a row for me.
Move forward, my sons. Skarbrand Terminators, they're going to be moving forward and spreading out at the same time. Emperor's Vengeance special rule that Celestine has, which enables her to shoot Orbital Blast, and she can do it from the first turn, so I'm going to make it so it's harder for Leland to successfully do that, because look at this nice thing. I got lucky with the seizing of the initiative. Rubric Marines, they're going to do the exact same thing. Let's see if we can do this here. I'm not going to make it to you, and since I know I'm not going to make it to you, I'll just make it a little bit harder for you to get me. Not going to lie, a little bit scared of that Orbital Blast. Rubric Marines on this side, they're going to be doing the same thing, just spreading out ever so slightly. That's not ever so slightly, it's pretty dramatic spread out actually. And for these Scarab Occults, they're going to be moving forward. Let's move this guy forward first. He doesn't have a Hellfire missile rack. This Exalted Sorcerer will attach himself to this unit of Rubric Marines, and this Exalted Sorcerer will attach himself to these Rubric Marines. Rubric Marines in the middle, they're going to be spreading out as well. Same thing as the other units. These Skarbrand Terminators, they're going to be moving over here to this side. They actually, what I want to do is move forward, but there isn't enough space. So I'm just going to spread them out so that you can't kill me so easily. Hellbrute's moving forward. Magnus will go into flight mode, so he's going to be turning and going in this direction, blasting through a rock as he's doing it. And let's go right here. Just remembered, because of the low gravity special rule that this mission provides, all infantry are counted as jump infantry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shimmy around these guys a little more. Leland's being a good sport. He's allowing me to do this after the fact. It's not going to change the Rubric Marines too much, because if I move up 6, then you move up and you're an inch away from me, and so you'll automatically get a charge, and I don't necessarily want that. I'm slow and purposeful. I can't overwatch my Infernal Bolt pistols. That's not what I want. I want there to be a little bit of a difficulty for you to charge me.
Or is that what you want?
I do want it, but I want to shoot you first.
I don't know. I think being charged by Ultramarines is a very compelling argument.
And so what I'm going to do is move my Scarab Cult Terminators 6 more inches, because I'm okay with them getting into combat. And these Scarab Cults, they'll do the same thing on here on the far side. Not used to these guys moving so far. These rubrics, actually, I am going to move forward a little more, because I want to be able to rapid fire your scouts, and you do have camo cloaks on them, which means that your save will be decent, but that's fine. And I'll move these guys in the back forward a little bit because they can. Final position of all my units. Psychic Phase, 15 warp charges on, or 15 mastery levels on the table, which means I have +2 to that. I have 17 in total. Rolling Force for Magnus on a 2-up, because that's his ability. He gets 2. Deny or no?
I'm okay with you having Force. You're looking at Eternal Warrior right there anyway, so.
So I did it for my own invuln save increasing because of the Blessing of Tzeentch.
Yeah, that's right.
Are you still okay with it?
Yeah, I think you got bigger guns looking at me anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Manifesting the gaze of Magnus, warp charge 5, rolling 7 dice, on to plus, getting 7. Would you like to? Oh, never mind. That's
There's no point.
that's kind of mean. Drawing that beam from Magnus, I hit Celestine, one of the ablative wounds, and then we have a Terminator there. Let's roll to wound you. Getting a 4 and a 3. Gemini with a 4-up invuln save.
Gonna have to do these one at a time.
Fail.
So that's a Gemini dead.
And
then
save.
the other one saved.
Now the hit on Voldus and his unit of Terminators. Getting a...
Cocked eye.
Okay, so that's...
Sure, it
cocked.
looks like it to me. That or a 1. I'll take the 1.
I'll take the 2.
Okay.
And that's a 4-up invuln? Is it?
It'd be a 5-up for trouble.
Either way, that's good.
Yeah, either way.
None can escape my gaze. Baleful Devolution now into Celestine. Warp Charge 2. And we make it with 2 perils, but I don't actually perils because Magnus never suffers perils.
Oh, curses!
Trying to deny the witch.
Yeah, and she has adamantium will, so on a 5+.
Oh!
Denied!
That actually worked out for you.
It did. I wish I could have avoided the Forrest Whitaker eye he gave me, but you know what? I'll take what I can get.
This unit of Scarab Occult Terminators will roll for force. They made it with 1 warp charge. Would you like to deny?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay.
So 6+.
Nope. Their invuln save is increased by 1, making it a 3+ invuln save. Rubric Marines out front. I'm going to cast Force on the Sorcerer. Don't make it. On to the shooting phase. We have these Rubric Marines shooting their infernal bolters, rapid firing some of them at the scouts. 13 shots, hitting on 3s. That's a decent roll. Wounding on 4s. 5 wounds, 2 of them Ren. Not that it matters because of AP3 bolters. So you are cover saves, 4+.
Yep.
5.
Oh,
3.
3 go down.
Ooh. Missile launcher, sniper. Now for the Soul Reaper cannon, you're going to be firing into the scouts, hitting on 3s. That's 3 hits.
Yeah, 3.
Wounding on 3s. And that's 2 wounds. 2 wounds, 4-up, save. One of them dies. 1 left. Now for this Rubric Marine squad behind them, there's only 3 Marines I can actually see. One of them has a Soul Reaper cannon, luckily. I'm going to be rolling for that first. It's going to be targeting that scout, hitting on 3s. It's 2 hits and wounding on 3s. Nothing.
Oh!
2 Infernal Bolters, 2 hits and wounding on 4s. 2 wounds. 4-up save. One of these should fail.
Yeah!
Oh! Scarab Occult Terminators are going to be shooting their 1 Soul Reaper cannon at you. Let's see if it can hit you. Hitting on 3s. Oh no! Wounding on a 3. 1 wound, 4-up, cover.
Yes!
Oh!
This is Squad Carnifex. They are distraction.
This Scarab Occult Terminator squad going to be shooting at your Grey Knights, Terminators. 1 shot each from the Combi Bolters starting off. Twin Linked Goodness getting 1 more hit, 2 hits in total, now wounding on 4s. 2 wounds.
Looking for that 2-up.
Oh, lucky. Hellfire Missile Rack hitting on 3s. 1 hit and wounding on a 2. Oh! Soul Reaper Cannon now hitting on 3s, getting 3 hits and wounding on 3s. 3 wounds. 2 up.
Yeah, thankfully no Rens.
Oh! We get a dead Terminator.
Marine goes down.
Shooting the Reaper autocannon from the Helm Brute into the squad of Terminators. And that is 2 hits and wounding on 2s. Oh, they both rend!
They sure do.
Oh, because all weapons have rending.
So I'm looking at 5-ups.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, you saved 1.
1 more goes down.
This unit over here is going to be firing at either Saint Celestine or the Terminators. Terminators don't come back. Saint Celestine may. I think I'll shoot at Terminators. Starting with the Combi Bolters, they're within 24, 1 shot each. Here we go, hitting on 3s. Now, wounding on 4s, rending. Okay, so that's 2 wounds.
All right.
2 plus.
That's 2 ups.
Come on, Jay. Oh! 1 dead. Hellfire missile rack. That's 1 hit and wounding on it 2. That's and nothing again. That's both. Soul Reaper cannon now hitting on 3s. Oh, that's 4 hits and wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds.
All right. Thankfully, no rends.
And you're both good.
All right.
Rubric Marines out front. There's 5 in this unit that can see those tactical Marines in the back. 4 bolters will fire, hitting on 3s. Oh, that's 1. Wounding on a 4. That's 1 wound. And that's 1 dead Marine. Now for the Soul Reaper cannon. Hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits and wounding on 3s. 1 rend.
Yeah, I think that's another dead Marine.
End of the shooting phase. Morale test on these Grey Knight Terminators. And you make it?
Yep.
Morale test for the Scouts. Make it. Grandmaster Voldus looked up and gave thanks as the Emperor's deliverance rained down upon the battlefield. The Crusade forces had broken into small islands of resistance, some hunkered down amidst spacecraft wreckage, others crouching behind jutting lunar rocks. They move forward for the advance. They see an opening. They're going to be attacking the Skarbrand Terminators. Voldus belts out the command.
Got to get some of that AP2 hammer goodness in there. It's not a very rousing command, the AP2 Hammer of Might, but...
I can't believe that. At initiative?
At initiative, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Now, mind you, he's the cost of a Grandmaster without a lot of really special rules. He's just a very psychic potent Grandmaster for the Grey Knights.
You're a psychic potent Grandmaster.
I'm a lot of things.
Because of the Healing Tears special rule that Celestine has, she's able to bring a Gemini back fully intact. Crazy as that. Celestine is advancing.
She doesn't want to have to deal with Magnus.
Now they're making dangerous terrain rolls because of his Lord of Flux Warlord trait.
Yeah, that's right.
They treat open ground as difficult, which their jump. Gemini, they're fine.
Yep.
Celestine, she's fine. Ultramarines, the tactical Marines are going to move forward. Now they do jump because of the low gravity special rule, just as a reminder.
Yeah, just going to get him behind the rock here.
I'm saying this more for myself than for anybody else. Now Guilliman, because he's a monstrous creature, he only moves 6. He's not infantry.
He's so slow as a result. The captain and the stern guard are moving up there 12 inches. They're just going to go lay some hurt down on those Marines, the rubrics.
Last unit of tactical Marines. They're going to be making some dangerous terrain rolls here because they count as jump. It's kind of ironic, you know, jumping around on the moon, and you think you would land softly, but no.
No, not so much.
It's still dangerous.
Bunch of dangerous terrain. So these are all the regular tactical Marines with bolters. There's one, and he's fine. The grav gun is okay, and the sergeant is good. The Dreadnought, Venerable Dreadnought, is just going to lumber forward, get into a better position.
Dread Knight, he's looking at his view.
Yeah, he's going to go after Terminators.
Oh, that's scary.
He's just going to jump the 12 inches right over there.
Grey Knight Terminators, they're moving forward.
Yeah, they're just going to reposition and go target this rubric squad over here.
The lull before the storm. Right before the psychic Imperium hits. Warp charges, how many do you get?
D6 plus 3. That's it.
So 6 plus 3?
6 plus 3
Is 9?
is 9.
That's Zinch's number. That's what happens.
Zinch's number?
That's what Zinch wanted.
So basically what you're saying is that I got his number, so that's like knowing his true name, and now I have power over him, right?
No.
No. Okay, I'm going to try and get Sanctuary on this Dreadnought here, needing 1 warp charge to succeed. There it is.
I will not deny the witch on that. Voldus is casting a Sanctuary, or attempting to.
Yeah, on 3d6. Gets it with 2.
I'll try to deny that. I'll try to deny this. 2 6s.
Yep, that'll do it. I'm going to do 2 dice to use hammer hand on this unit. And that's going to go off with 2.
I'm going to try to deny that. Denied.
Yep. Well, last up we're going to do force. Which will succeed with 1.
Saint Celestine firing off Emperor's Vengeance. That's the orbital blast. Targeting the Rubric Marines right here. 4 with a direct hit. And you scatter.
Uh-oh.
Scatters and hits 2. Wounding on 2s.
Yup.
2 wounds. 4+ invuln save on those. Made them both. Gotta get the reaction. Just gotta see his face.
It's too early at this moment.
Gemini shooting 2 bolt pistols into the Scarab Occult Terminators. No, actually into the Rubric Marines.
Yeah, the Rubric Marines. Both hit.
Force a wound. 1.
Yep.
Here's a rend! 4 invuln save. Made it.
Voldus' unit, they're going to start by throwing a Psycount grenade, and they're going to try and get that Marine right there.
Ooh.
It's going to scatter 3 inches.
Scatters and hits 2. You hit a Scarab Occult, and you hit that Exalted Sorcerer. 1 of the Occult.
Yep. So, and,
Only strength 2. It does not wound, but they do suffer perils because there's a sorcerer in the unit. Now for the Exalted. And
strength 2, that's not going to wound.
And they also suffer perils.
And there's going to be a perils on that unit as well.
Because you hit them.
Because I hit them. Yep.
Rolling perils for the Psyker and the Scarab Occult Terminator unit. Oh, about to be a 3. Or about to be a 1. He takes 1 wound, no saves of any kind allowed because he has 2 wounds. He's not dead yet. Now for the Rubric Marines, there's an Inspiring Sorcerer and an Exalted Sorcerer. Randomly selected, so 4+ isn't an Exalted. So it's on the Aspiring, and let's see the Perils of the Warp roll. Get a 6, getting a 4. 1 wound, no saves of any kind, so he's just dead. Voldus and the rest of the shooting now. We got Stormbolters.
Yeah, so the one's hitting on 3s. Okay. And at least it wounds.
It rends.
It does.
3 up invuln because of the Blessing of Tzeentch, and we save it. Voldus with skill 5, aiming on 2s. That's 2 hits. Moving on 4s. 1
hey,
rend.
The rend.
3 up invuln. Oh!
He got 1.
To death. And Leland is choosing not to fire his side cannon so as to not deny the charge range.
A more optimal charge range, yeah.
I'm good.
Alright.
Ultramarine Tacticals, they are going to be firing at these Rubric Marines. You got 5 that are in range, single shots with the bolters.
Oh, actually, 1 is the plasma gun.
1 is plasma.
So
Bolters first, hitting on 3s, getting 3.
Yep.
Wounding on 4s. 6 is rend, 1 wound.
That's just a stat buff.
3 up save, made it. Plasma now, hitting on a 3. That's it. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound.
That'll do.
4 up invuln save on the Thousand Sun. Oh, Jay looks at us. Guilliman is going to shoot his Hand of Dominion. It is a special bolter. Strength 6, AP 2, Assault 3 with rend. That's 3 hits. Mm-hmm. Rend because it has rend, not because of the scenario.
And 3 wounds.
4+ invuln saves. Made 1, 2 die. All is dust. Grey Knight Terminators on the far side of the battlefield will be shooting their weapons at the Rubric Marines.
Gonna start with a Psycount grenade from this fella right here, and he's just gonna pop it down right there.
Direct hit.
And it looks like the way it plays it was just 1 guy.
Strength 2, hitting a 6,
Nah.
but it hit. Randomly select a Psyker on a 4+ as the Exalted Sorcerer, so it's going to hit the Aspiring Sorcerer. Rolling for perils, getting a 2. Now for the Stormbolters, hitting on 3s.
1 hit.
Wounding on a 4. 1
And
wound.
wounds.
3 up save. Save! And now for the side cannon, hitting on 3s. 3 hits.
Yep.
Wounding on 2s. That's 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Which one first? Regular save?
Sure.
Okay,
Hey.
that dies. Now for the rend, 4 up invuln. That dies.
Ooh, another rubric goes down.
Dread Knight firing Heavy Incinerator.
Yep.
This is a torrent,
It is a torrent.
so you get 3 of the Scarab Occults. Wounding on 2s.
With rending, no less.
That's
Hey!
2 rends.
So 3 wounds.
Regular save, 2+, saved. Now for the 2 rends, it's 3 up invuln save. Both made it. 7 shots from the heavy side cannon. 2's to wound, 6 is rend. That's 5 wounds. 2 up saves. Oh, and Jay sees one. Twin link last cannon on the Dreadnought, targeting the Hellbrute. Hitting on a 3.
2, venerable.
Whoa!
Oh, twin
Hi,
link
Jay. Twin linked. Looking with your other eye.
There we
Okay,
go.
that's 1 hit. 3 to glance. Getting
Oh,
it.
nothing.
Stern Guard is going to shoot vengeance rounds into the rubrics right out front. Hitting on 3s. Oh, look at the roll.
Oh, but you know what? So I got a couple ones, but at least Guilliman has his command traits, so he can get him to reroll those ones.
The rerolls. Get 1 more. 4 is the wound. 2 wounds.
And a rend.
And a rend. Because vengeance is AP3, the rend doesn't matter so much, so that's 2 4-up invuln saves on these guys. And made them both. Gotta get the reaction. Last surviving sniper is gonna take a pot shot at Rubric Marines.
Rubric Marines. And he'll
He
miss.
missed. 10 shots coming from the Tactical Marines into the Rubric Marines.
On 3s.
Oh, that's not bad.
Hey.
Actually got a good amount of misses there.
Yep. They're also within 12 of Guilliman, so that 1 gets rerolled. For 1.
Jay looks at us again. Winning on 4s. Oh, 3.
3 with a rend.
Rending first, 4-up invuln save, made it. The other 2, 3-up armor saves, made them.
That's how this game's going down, I see. Okay.
So, these Stern Guard rapid fired their guns, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm so used to having storm bolters that rapid fire is confusing me.
Which means they're not assaulting the rubrics right in front. That hurts. Oh, I feel the pain of that.
It's such a good charge range, too.
Now for these Grey Knights.
It's the long bomb.
And not quite. Going through terrain so they don't quite make it. Now for the Dread Knight, 9-inch charge. Oh, not quite. Voldus and his unit.
Oh,
5-inch.
no.
Oh, you needed a 6. Crazy. Not a single charge yet. Leland, what's going on?
I have no clue. This usually doesn't happen to me.
Well, you'd rolled a 9 for the psychic, so it's Zinch's round.
Yeah, that is true. That's what I'm going to tell myself, I think.
Celestine, she's not quite within optimal range there because you use your jump pack in the movement phase, didn't you?
I did.
So you're going through terrain in order to get these guys. And they're fearless, no tests are needed there for any shooting. I'm going to roll for Soul Blaze because the gaze of Magnus is actually Soul Blaze. I forgot at the end of my turn, but I'll remember at the end of your turn. On a 4+, it continues. Nope. Because,
Oh, that's okay. She falls over a lot.
falling for me, is she?
A little bit, maybe. It's,
Did you see what I did there?
I did.
Okay. Magnus will go down to glide mode. He'll go 12 and he'll land right here. Scarab Occult Terminators, they will move 6 inches. We know that's a 6-inch charge because of measurement from last time, so I'll move 5 inches up.
I almost feel it's rubbing a bit of salt in the wound there.
Oh, yes. They did fail their charge. Skipping forward here with the Rubric Marines using their jump ability granted from the Luna planet. Or the Luna.
Planetoid.
The planetoid. So they are nice and close to the Stern Guard and these Tactical Marines there. These two will die first before you start making lookout sirs. It's gotta.
That's awfully confident there that they'll die first.
They well, unless you want your captain to die first. But yes, they will be the first to take wounds. Scarab Occult Terminator is in the back. I'm going to be moving forward in this direction. Man, crazy Luna is low gravity rule, I tell you. Pretty fantastic. I'm going to move in this direction, away from your Dread Knight, because he's the one that's scaring me right now, and towards Celestine. I'm going to do the same thing with these Scarab Occult Terminators. I'm going to be running or moving in this direction so as to avoid your Dread Knight.
It's a bold move, Cotton.
And there they are, nice and far away from your Dread Knight. Now for my Hellbrute. Into the psychic phase, the demon Primarch hurled another volley of psychic destruction, growling in frustration as it flickered out like the first. Angrily, Magnus hefted his glaive and swooped forward to meet his enemies at close quarters. If he could not destroy them with the powers of the warp, he would hack and crush their mortal bodies until nothing remained but meat. 13 mastery levels on the table, plus 5, 18. Starting with the gaze of Magnus, that is 5. Warp charge 5, so rolling 7 dice. On 2+, getting it with 6. No perils, because he never suffers perils. Deny?
Even though I'd be denying on, I think, like a 4+ with Foldus, I'd have to double check the math. That's a lot of dice.
Yes.
I think I'm just going to stupidly let it go.
And that goes through 1, 2, 3 of the models in that unit, so wounding on 2+, and this is Destroyer. Getting a 6! Getting a single 6, that's all that matters. Rolling for force on Magnus. Getting it with 2. Do you want to deny the witch?
What's he, strength 6?
Yeah.
And you get the extra invulnerable save?
Yeah.
No.
This unit of Scarab Occult Terminators, I'm going to roll for force.
Okay.
Getting 1, would you like to deny?
Yeah, this time I'll try to deny. Nope.
Not quite. Invuln save increased to 3. I'll do the same for this unit of Scarab Occult Terminators. So that's 2 for force.
I need boxcars. I'll let it go.
Okay. The squad of Rubric Marines, I'm rolling for force. And I make it with 2. Would you like to deny?
Might as well give it a shot.
Okay, so needing 2 6s. Nope.
Nope.
Their invuln save is increased to 3+. Magnus shooting Bolt of Change at this unit. Warp charge 1. Oh,
hey!
He fails it. Now he's shooting Doom Bolt. He makes it on a 4. 5+ with 3 dice. And you make it.
There we go.
Breath of Chaos for his last psychic ability on a 2+. Oh! On to the shooting phase. We have the Scarab Occult Terminators shooting
Voldus.
Voldus and his unit. 6 shots with the Combi Bolt. No, hold on. 4 shots with the Combi Bolter because I have some missiles there. So that's 2 hits. Now because this is part of the War Cabal, I get to reroll these ones because of Oracular Guidance. That's a special rule. If I successfully manifest a psychic power, which I did, Force, on this unit, get to reroll these. Oh my goodness! Now, Force a wound. 6 is rend. So that's 1 wound, 2 up save. Get a 1, get a 1. Oh, that's safe. Now for the Soul Reaper Cannon. 2 is just the thing I need! Putting on 3s.
Oh.
It's 1 wound. Whoa.
Oh, he's good.
Hellfire Missile Rack, hitting on 3s. 2 hits, wounding on 2s. 1 rends, and 1 wounds. So let's go with the wound first. Okay, and for the rend. Oh, come on!
He makes it.
This unit of Scarab Occult Terminator is going to be firing at Celestine and her unit. Might as well, I got nothing else to fire at with the Combi Bolters. You know what? I could have just re-rolled them for Combi Bolter's sake.
You could have.
For the re-roll. Wounding on 4s.
3s.
3s, yeah, my bad. Oh no, these are just Combi Bolters. Unless you're toughness 3.
I'm toughness 3.
Well, I'm wounding on 3s.
They're just humans.
Rend first for the save.
4 up. Hey! And then a 3 up. Hey! Hey, finally a little bit of luck is coming my way.
There's a little bit.
We'll see how this turns around,
Just
though.
a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Now for the Soul Reaper Cannon. There we go. And wounding on 2s. That's a 1 rend and 3 other wounds. 3 wounds first.
On 4s. Or no, 3s actually, because it's not AP3, correct?
It is.
Oh, it is AP3?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So 1 wound goes through.
Yep. 1 rend.
And what was the strength, by the way?
Strength 5.
Strength 5? Okay, so that's not instant death. And the rend. Oh, I lose a Gemini.
Hi, Jay. And for the Hellfire missile rack, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s. That's a wound. That's Celestine. You gonna look out there?
Nope. Wound goes to the Gemini regardless.
Oh, it does regardless.
Yeah.
Okay.
So AP.
AP3.
4 up, and she's good.
Oh my goodness. Now for these 3, I'm gonna be or these 4, they're gonna be firing at the Terminators with Voldus. Starting with a 1 combi bolter that's in range. That is a hit. Wounding on 4. Nothing. Hellfire missile rack. 2 hits. Get it again. Get Rens again. Get Rens again. 1 Ren. 1 wound, 1 Ren. Let's do the Ren first. 5 up. Oh, come on! Regular save. Oh, man. Loaded dice. Soul Reaper Cannon. Hitting on 3s. They did not manifest a psychic power, therefore no oracular guidance. So I only got 2 hits there. And wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. And this is where you roll a 1. Roll a 1. Oh! Finally, a legitimate kill.
But how many shots did it take?
A lot. Rubric Marines shooting at the tactical squad in cover, hitting with their infernal bolt bolters, not rerolling 1s because they did not manifest a psychic power. Wounding on 4s. Okay, that's 5 wounds. 5 up, cover save. Ooh.
Oh, 4 go down.
That's 4 deaths.
And
Exalted Sorcerer will fire his bolter, hitting on a 2. That's a hit, wounding on a 4. Oh, that's off the table, that doesn't count. That's a wound. That rends.
it's a rent.
Either way, it's a 5 up save.
Oh.
That's a death. J, so that's...
And the Sergeant, yeah, who cares?
Soul Reaper Cannon now. Hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. 1 rends, 1 wound. Actually, they're AP3, it doesn't matter. 5 up save. 1 save.
1 more goes down. And that's the Grav Gunner.
Now for this Rubric Marine squad, they're going to be firing at the Stern Guard, starting with the Exalted Sorcerer in the back. Hitting on a 2. Wounding on a 4. Nothing. 12 rapid firing bolter shots, rerolling 1s for oracular guidance. And good thing too, I got 4 1s. For the reroll, getting another 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. Getting 5. So 4 wounds first before the Ren, so that's 2 that are dead. Now it's lookout third time, or you can take it on him, whatever you want.
He's going to try and tank it.
Okay.
So the 2 more non-Rens.
Okay,
And
now for the rending.
so 3 up for the Shield Eternal. He's fine.
Oh. Soul Reaper Cannon now firing. That's all hits.
Oh.
Wounding on 3s. With the rend. Captain's gonna take them all. 2 up save for the first 2. You're good, now the rending. Oh wow, it's the same roll as last time! Leland!
Hey, I gotta have something. You're decimating my guys right now.
And now for these Rubric Marines shooting these tactical squad. Starting with the Soul Reaper Cannon because he can see some. Hitting on 3s. Did not manifest psychic power, therefore no oracular guidance. Now wounding on 3s, that's 3 wounds. AP3, so bink, a bink, bink. Exalted Sorcerer firing his bolt pistol, hitting on a 2. That's a hit. And for the rest, they're going to be firing their bolters, hitting on 3s. Now wounding on 4s. If I get 5 4s here, they're all dead. I get 4 4s. Hey, 1 rends.
So we'll just, take 4 more off the table.
Oh, the plasma survived.
Yeah, that's right.
Last but not least, actually probably is least in this list. Let's fire at the Dread Knight with the Hellbrute. Twin linked Reaper autocannon. Good thing it's twin linked. That's 2 misses. That's 2 more misses. How did I roll the same thing? I can't believe it!
He's just sort of here this game.
End of the shooting phase. Morale check on this plasma gun wielding Marine, and he fails.
He fails.
Unless he uses his leadership because he's by Guilliman.
He does use Guilliman's leadership, yeah. So
Due
he's
to his
actually
command benefit?
Yeah. So he's actually fine because that'd be a roll of a 10.
Yeah. Now for this unit.
They're insane.
I guess Jay wants them to stay.
I guess so.
Voldus in his unit. They pass.
All right.
Rubric Marines declaring an assault against these tacticals. Overwatch with the one guy that can see them.
Yeah, why not?
All right, rapid firing bolter, hitting on 6s.
Hey, look at that, they missed.
That's a 9-inch charge because they're going through terrain. Very Zinch of them. Does Zinch want them in combat? Zinch does. And they move in. And next unit, these declaring assault against a stern guard. This is the one time that slow and purposeful works out in my favor because I just shot their rapid firing bolters. Overwatching with vengeance round, hitting on 6s, getting 1.
But getting to
reroll the 1s because of Guilliman. Scratch that, it's not the shooting phase, so they don't get to reroll the 1s. Vengeance rounds get hot. They all make their saves.
That's good.
And 1 hit.
And a wound!
That's a wound.
With a rend.
Yes. 3 up invuln save. Oh! Yes! Fail it anyway!
Down.
Looks like about a 2-inch charge there. Getting a 2. Wow. Bink. And now for these Rubric Marines against the 1 plasma wielding.
Come on, boxcars!
Oh, gets hot and he hit. So
does he kill himself? No.
No. Does he wound?
He does.
Yes. 4 up invuln save. Made it. 5-inch charge. Getting a 4. They fail. So I just remembered, and Leland is cool with this too. I rolled a 2 on the charge for these guys, but I only moved 6 in the movement phase, which means I get to re-roll it because they count as jump infantry right now.
Yeah.
So I'm going to re-roll that. I'm going to get a 12. And I'm going to have them all in base contact so they can hammer of wrath. That was a pretty dramatic difference there. I think that's the one and only time the dice gods were okay with it.
Because what your guys were like.
These guys here, now they move 12, so they can't re-roll their charge. These Skarbrand Cult Terminators, on the other hand, they only move 6, so they get to re-roll their charge. Would you like to overwatch? I'm declaring an assault.
Sure will.
Side cannon first. 1 hit. Wounding on a 2. That's wound. 2 up armor save. Yes. Bolters. Nothing. Rolling for the charge. Getting a 12.
Oh.
Wow, okay. Now for these Skarbrand cults, and they move 12, so they can't reroll charges. Overwatch from Celestine.
We'll start with the bolt pistol from the Gemini.
Nothing.
No. And then D3 from the Blessed Blade. So 3. 3's to wound.
1. 2 up save. Saved. 2-inch charge. 9. Zinch wants it. Rolling base to base. I'll move in base to base. And we'll have him there. My Skarbrand Cult Sorcerer will issue a challenge.
Celestine will accept.
Seizing the moment, Saint Celestine swept through the enemy ranks, the ardent blade slashing left and right as her Gemini Superior raked the demons with bolt fire. So says the narrative, but will the dice say the same thing? Celestine attacking first, hitting on 3s. Oh! Strength 5, so wounding on 3s.
Hey!
5 wounds. That's a 2 up armor save. And that's all saved. Gemini and Skarbrand Cult Terminators rolling at the same initiative. Why don't you go ahead and roll first for your Gemini? Hitting on
4.
You're hitting on 4s.
3. Because I'm weapon skill 5.
Oh, you're hitting on 3s.
So 2.
And
1 wound. Oh, no wound.
no wound.
No wound.
You're only strength 3?
She's only strength 3.
Oh!
She's a huge.
Moving in at my initiative step here, which is the same as yours. Because of oracular guidance, I reroll failed to hit rolls of 1 as well. That's not just the shooting phase, it's all failed to hit rolls. So, I'm going to be hitting you. I'm just going to be attacking the Gemini first with my regular dude, so hitting you on 4s. Got 1 in there. And it still didn't hit! Wounding on 4s. No, wounding on 3s. Because you're toughness 3, aren't you?
Yep.
2 wounds. So the sword slides through your armor, so 4 up invuln save. And
the Gemini goes down.
And a wound goes on her.
Oh no, she has 2 wounds.
Oh, does she have 2 wounds?
Yeah, they're 2 wounds.
Okay. Now for the sorcerer attacking you, I hit you on 4s. That's 3 hits. 4 staff, wounding on 2s. 1 rends.
Huh.
Rending wound first.
4 up.
That's a save.
All right.
And for the other 2 wounds.
2 ups. She loves it.
Oh. You are fearless, so you stay in combat.
But I will be hit and running, I think.
Okay. Rolling for the initiative test. Getting a 6 and you fail it. Oh, you stay in combat with me. This is perfect.
That's not good.
And I'm gonna wrap around and we're gonna pile in, just like we should. Now for this assault we have the 4 Scarab Occult Terminators, which will be Hammer of Wrathing. So, wounding on 4s. That's 3 wounds. So technically that's a rend, because as per the scenario, all attacks a rend. So that is 1 rend and 2 regular. Let's do the rending one first. Okay,
Ooh,
and
so guy goes down.
crazy. Now the other Hammer of Wraths. And they're fine. Now piling in. I am issuing a challenge.
Voldus will accept.
Okay. Voldus will attack first at initiative 5 with his power hammer.
Demon Hammer.
Demon Hammer.
My hammer's better.
It's even better.
Mastercrafted.
Yep.
I hope.
It's not Mastercrafted?
It's not Mastercrafted.
Wounding on 2s now. Getting 2 wounds.
There we go.
That's a 3-up invuln save. Oh! Sorcerer dies. Your halberd is the same initiative as me. Why don't you go ahead and roll first? 1. 1 miss.
And on
And
3s.
1 wound. 1 rend.
Yeah, it's a rend. Cool.
3-up invuln save. Oh, come on, Jay! I'll remove a regular guy there, but he gets to attack first before he's removed. I'm hitting you on 4s. Wounding you on 4s. That's 4 wounds. 2-up save. Get some
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
So that's a tight combat, and we're just gonna pile in. Now for these Rubric Marines, and they have Hammer of Wraths. But before that happens, I'm issuing a challenge. Are you accepting?
Might as well.
I'm gonna roll for his Hammer of Wrath first. That's miss. On 4s, Hammer of Wrath. Getting a rend. So that's another Stern Guard dead. And
No, I'm going to take the 6 Hammer Wrath on him. Because he's in base.
oh, you're taking the 6 on him. Okay, so it's a
Yeah.
5-up invuln?
3-up, because he's got the Shield Eternal.
Oh. Oh!
And power armor save.
Oh! And a death.
There are some words I would like to say that I'm not allowed to right now.
The Exalted Sorcerer plus your Captain will go first at initiative 5. I hit you on 4s. And we're rolling 1-1 for Oracular Guidance. That would be 3 hits. I just remembered, and I bet the internet is yelling at me right now. Heck, they probably yelled at me a few minutes ago, because my Thousand Sons have Veterans of the Long War, which means they can re-roll fail to hit rolls in the first round of combat due to hatred. That's a big deal. I'm going to re-roll these 3. Okay. Strength 6, so 2s to wound. That's 5 wounds. No rends.
Well, that's a good thing at least.
No rends, but a single one will kill you because of force. Oh,
he lives.
And you live. You're lucky. Captain has 3 attacks back, hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. Oh! Now for my other Thousand Sons, hitting on 4s. Rerolling failed hits because of Veterans of the Long War. Reroll. Getting another couple. 4s to wound, 6 rend. Getting a couple rends in there. 5 wounds in total. 3-up saved. And the other one saved. But the rends die.
There they go.
Your attack's back, hitting on 4s. Guilliman allows him to reroll his 1. Still
For
miss.
miss.
Wounding on 4s, 6 rend. Got 2 rends.
Excellent.
2 rends and 2 wounds. I'm just going to roll 4 because it's 3-up save for me regardless because of the ability. And I lose 2.
All right.
Same as you. So you failed by 3?
I did. But thankfully Guilliman's within 10, or within 12, so I get his leadership.
Oh, crazy! Rolling to run back, to fall back here, needing a Oh, if that was a 10, we measured it before, and if it was a 10, he would have ran off the board. I will consolidate 3 inches. And here they are. We got one final assault right here. Do you have a sergeant in there or no?
I do not.
Okay, so just straight up attacks. So go ahead and make your 4 attacks first. Hitting on 4s. Okay. Rerolling those 1s because Guilliman is within 12. He's still missing.
Yeah, they still missed.
And wounding on 4. And that's a wound and a 3-up save. Made it.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Exalted Sorcerer is going to go first. With this. Actually, I should have gone first with him anyway. He has the highest initiative. But I'll hit you on 3s. Rerolling because of veterans. And so that is 6 hits. And wounding on 2s. And 1 rends. So that's 1 death. And then regular saves for the rest. 3-up save. Okay, so two more. Okay. And then the rest attack the Marine. 18 attacks. Hitting on 4s, rerolling for veterans. Reroll. 4 to wound you, and a single 6 will kill you because it rends. And there's a couple there.
You super rended.
Death and death. Overwatch. Consolidate. 4 inches. And moving forward. Soul Blaze on Voldus and his unit. 4 up. It continues. D3 hits. That's 3. Strength 4. Wounding on 3s. Or wounding on 4s rather. That's 2 wounds. 2 up saves. And saved.
Apple of corn! So at the start of my next turn, I'm going to bring back another Gemina Superior. And she's going to help out Celestine. And this Marine is just going to get back into a more defensive position. So he can fire off his plasma gun. Guilliman is going to come over here to avenge his fallen Marines. These Marines are just going to shuffle over a little bit and get into a firing line. Like so. Dreadnought just going to start moving down the stairs. These Terminators, taking advantage of the low grav, going to jump over and try and help out the other Marines. And the Dread Knight, trying to get into the action, is going to jump over here and chase down these Terminators.
Psychic phase.
D6 plus 6, so 10 total.
Sanctuary on the Dread Knight.
And it goes off with 1.
Sanctuary on Voldus.
Succeeds with 2.
I'm going to try to deny Voldus Sanctuary. I need 2 6s here, right? Mm-hmm. Nope.
Alright. And lastly, going to try and get force on that same unit. With 1 success.
Let's see if I get a single 6 to stop it.
Hey, it goes off.
Justin facts.
Yeah. Just going to use the Heavy Incinerator to get 3. Scratch that. You can actually get 4. 2s.
2 up save on my guys. All good.
Oh.
Heavy Psy Cannon now. Hitting on
2s. 2s? 3s? I'll double check it.
So hitting on 3s, so that's 3 hits.
On 2s.
3 wounds.
At least it's 3 wounds.
2 up saves. Oh,
1 goes through.
I'll look outside that. And he dies.
Plasma gun in rapid fire range into the rubrics. That's going to be 1 hit. And 1 wound.
3 up invuln. It's good.
So Guilliman's going to fire his Hand of Dominion into the rubrics. So hitting on 2s. 3 hits. Wounding on 2s.
3 wounds.
3 wounds at 8.
3 up invuln save. Oh, 1 dies.
Hey, it's the autocannon.
Yeah, Soul Reaper Cannon dies.
Grenadade's going to fire into the rubrics here, starting with a Psychout Grenade.
Direct hit.
Alright, excellent. 6s.
Nothing.
Nothing, but that's still a perils.
And for the perils, getting a 5. Pass the leadership, which I do. No wound. Psy Cannon now.
That's 2 hits. And 2 wounds, one of which is a rend.
And they're a 3 up. Actually, no, these guys aren't a 3 up. So I will do the which one first?
Do the regular one first.
Okay, 3 up. Good.
And the rend.
Now for the Stormbolter. 2 hits.
All right.
Wounding on 4s.
One wound.
3 up save. You figure I die from a star bolter.
Yeah, who would have thought?
Look out, sir. He's good, so my Soul Reaper cannon dies again.
All combi plasmas into those rubric marines.
From the stern guard, hitting on 3s.
Rerolling 1s because of Guilliman.
Wow, how lucky are you?
About time some luck came this way. On 2s.
Wow.
There we go.
3 up save. Oh, it's 4 dead.
4 go down.
And the 4 right in front. Ouch. Sniper rifle into the Rubric Marines. That's it.
Yep.
4 up. That's nothing. Twin link glass cannon from the Dreadnought.
Hits. Wounds.
That's a save. 4 up and boom.
Yep.
Heavy flamer. Wounding on a 3. Does he do it? He does it. At
That's a
rend.
rend.
4 up and boom. No.
Yeah, flamer. Going to start with my captain here, and he's going to assault into that squad, I guess.
And he'll make it.
Yeah, he's definitely in.
Corn wants it.
Guilliman is finally going to get into the fray. He's going to charge the same squad, and he's in.
Good night, Knights.
Terminator's going in. And I think that's going to be enough.
Yeah, they just make it.
Yeah.
Now for the Dread Knight. Getting 3, getting a 7.
There we go.
Oh. Starting with this assault right there. Hammer of Wrath for you.
So starting with the captain. Nope. And then Guilliman. Guilliman will, and it rends.
So that would be a 3 up. Oh,
Oh.
yeah, that's not good. Guilliman goes first, 7 attacks on the charge, hitting on 3s.
And is it?
The Emperor's Sword. Any to hit rolls of 6 are resolved at Strength D. So you have 1 Strength D there.
And what will it be? And it'll just be 3 wound, D3 wounds. And the other ones will cause 4 more wounds.
I'm going to resolve the D1 first. So I fail it,
Oh.
but that I die anyway.
That actually works better for me, because then these 4 go over to the rest of the rubrics.
Yep. And 1 more dies. Wow. Guilliman. Now for the captain. Higher initiative here.
And, well, he gets to reroll that one for Guilliman's command trait. So 3 hits. Wounding on 4s.
That's a hit.
And that's a hit. Oh.
3 up in bones. Oh, another one dies. And I get to attack back at my initiative. 1 attack against the captain. That's a miss. I'm fearless, so we just pile in. Now for this assault, I'll move down at initiative step. You don't Hammer of Wrath because you move 12 in the movement. You have 9 attacks on the charge, hitting on 4s. Oh.
Within 12 inches of Guilliman, though?
You're rolling those 3, you're lucky. Yeah, no. 4's the wound. Or is it 5s because you have your...
It'd be 3's to wound. Because of the
3's the wound, yeah.
Yeah, so
okay,
2 wounds.
2 wounds. 4 up in vault save.
Oh!
Would you look at that? And so I'll look outside that one. Okay, so death and death. I get attacked back though before I die.
You sure can.
Starting with 3 Rubric Marines. Rerolling all of those because of Veterans of the Long War. Getting 2 hits, and come on, get 2 more 6s here. Nope, nothing. Now for the Sorcerer. Okay, rerolling those hits. Those are all misses. Getting 1 hit, and 2 to wound. 1 wound. And get a 1.
Nope, we're gonna
that's
stick
it.
around.
And I'll just pile in because we are fearless.
So I'm gonna declare a challenge first before I do Hammer of Wrath.
And I will accept.
Alright. Now he's gonna hammer that Wrath for
That's
strength
one.
6, yeah.
That's safe. 5 attacks on the charge.
Whoa!
Not within 12 of Guilliman.
Are
Therefore,
you sure? Can we double check that?
no
Yeah.
rerolls.
Wow. Jay!
His whole family came. I'm gonna pile in at my initiative step here and attack you back. Sorcerer will go first, hitting you on 4s. Rerolling for Veterans. 2 hits, wounding on 4s. Your toughness 6.
Yeah.
So for the wounds, that's 1 wound. 4 up Sanctuary.
Is it AP2 weapon?
Nope.
No, so 2 up save.
Get a 1. No. Now for the other attacks. That's re-rolling this one. So that's 4 hits. I need some 6s here. I need 3 6s. Come on. Nothing, not a single one. Well, that's a stalemate of a combat.
Yeah, who'd have thought that?
I think I lucked out though.
There was definitely some luck there.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going.
Celestine. Challenge is ongoing. She attacks first, hitting on 3s.
Mastercrafted. There we go. Eating 3s again.
3. So that's a 3 up invuln for the Rend. And that's a 2 up for the other. Oh! So go ahead and roll for your
Gemini. That's 3 hits.
Wow.
Looking for 3 6s here for some boxcars. Hey, 1 boxcar and 1 boxcar, so 1 wound.
That's
Yeah.
it. Terminator's attacking the Gemini first. I need some 6s here. For rending purposes. And 3s to wound. So that's 1 rend and 2 wounds. So 2 wounds.
You want me to do the wounds first?
Yeah.
Alright. So she saves both the wounds. And the rend. She'll take 1 wound from the rend.
Now for the challenge. It's 1 hit and wound.
Ooh, we're good.
Enough for this. Are you ready?
I'm ready for this.
4 attacks with the hammer.
Which is not mastercrafted for some weird reason.
Wounding on 2s. 3 wounds.
Yeah, 2 rends.
3 up invuln save. Oh! Death and a death. And for your regular Terminator, 2 hits.
Alright, excellent.
You should get that again.
And 2 wounds.
And 2 saves. Oh! That's the last one in that squad. He still gets to attack. And he'll miss. Solid 8.
5 inches. They're just going to go over here and start holding up them. And Celestine is going to hit and run.
Hit and run, don't get a 6.
Good.
3d6. And you are 9 inches.
9 inches, yeah.
It will not die on Voltus. And it burns out.
You mean the fire?
On the
Soul
fire.
Blaze.
Soul Blaze.
I'd love it will not die.
Oh, no. First things first, Rubric Marines are going to fly over this way, and they want to get some victory point here, so they're going to be shooting at this one last surviving Marine. These guys, they're going to come over here, and they're just going to stay right here. Might as well help out my brethren. Magnus is going to go here. Psychic Phase. Getting a 4. I'm going to roll Force on Magnus. Make it with 2. Actually, make it with 3 because it's 2+ on him. Are you going to try to deny that?
Force on Magnus. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to give it a go.
Alright, needing 3 6s here.
Oh, 3 6s? No, never mind.
Rolling for Force on this one. Getting it with 2. Do you want to try to deny it?
No, they can keep it.
Baleful Devolution with Magnus. So I make it with 3. And it's against Celestine, by the way.
Alright. How many dice you got left?
I have 2 left.
Yeah, alright. Celestine with her adamantium will.
And
3.
you make it.
Yeah.
Bolt of Change. I got 1.
I got nothing.
Alright. It's a shooting attack.
Huh.
On to the shooting phase, we have a Hellfire Missile Rack. That's 2 hits, and wounding on 2s. 2 and a rend, so let's do the regular wound first. Do you want to look out, sir?
Nah.
Okay, now for the rend.
Oh,
That
he
saves
still
it.
makes it.
Full Reaper Cannon. And that is re-rolling 1s because of Oracular Guidance. And we have 3 to wound. It's a rend. So rend first.
Makes it with
Nice.
Sanctuary. And oh, it takes a wound from the non-red.
Oh, wow. Now for the Combi Bolters. They all hit. Wounding on Force. with 1 rend. Think first.
He's fine.
And regular saves.
Those weren't rolling dice, they were dropped.
And you're safe.
Okay.
Now for these rubrics, shooting the 1 Marine. Hitting on 3s. Winning on 4s. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, there's the rend.
And victory point. On to the assault phase. We got the Hellbrute going into the assault. Corden wants it with a charge of 8 inches. And we have this squad of Skarbrand going in. Voldus and his Terminator will overwatch.
Stormbolters!
Nope.
Nope. And Psy Cannon.
1. Yep.
1 wound.
Yep. And rolling to charge, 4 inches. I'm going to re-roll that because I'm using my jump packs here in the assault phase. And I get a 7. Magnus will go in for the assault. Let's do this combat first. We have Hammer of Wrath from the Hellbrute. That's a wound.
Oh, he's strength.
Scratch that, that's not a wound. He needed a 4 because we're using his base strength. Now, what's your initiative on the Dread Knight?
My initiative is
4, so we're going at the same initiative. You're choosing 2 into the Hellbrute, 2 into the Scarabs?
Yep.
Okay.
So against the Hellbrute first.
Nope. 1 yes, 1 no.
1 yes, 1 no. Okay. And against the Scarabs.
Nope, nope. For the Hellbrute, needing a 2 to glance. Getting a 1. Oh, wow! Dread Knight!
I don't know what's going on with this Dread Knight. This guy's terrible today. It's mind-boggling.
It's pretty awesome.
This is
So your weapon skill's actually higher than mine, so you should have hit me with on the 3.
yeah. So let's see what that happens. All right.
That's a pen.
And hey, that's an explosion.
That is an explosion.
You'll still get to attack back though.
I will.
And how many inches?
1 inch, so that's enough to get me and you. So let me roll to wound you. Hitting 6. Nope. And to me, 4. Nope.
Nope.
I'll be hitting you on 4s. Oh man. And wounding you on 2s.
4 up and vulnerable. He's fine.
He did nothing. He did nothing. 2 attacks from my sorcerer. Actually, were we in a challenge? We were.
Oh, we were in a challenge. So those 2 other attacks had to go towards your
They
Scarabs.
had to go towards him, so he's still in.
Right.
And though they would have failed. Because it would be a... No, it still would have been a... No, mine is higher weapon skill, so you needed 4s to hit me.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
only 1 would have gone through, and that 1 would have missed. So yeah, okay.
Yeah. Now for the other 2 attacks, or other 4 rather. 1 hit, and... Oh, it's a rend!
Oh,
Oh.
he takes a wound.
So he actually failed that combat.
Yeah.
He actually failed at combat. And you're
He's fine.
Magnus is issuing a challenge.
Yeah, okay. Voldus will be silly and take it.
Okay. Magnus, base strength 8, will Hammer of Wrath on 2. Oh, and he misses. My other 5 have Hammer of Wrath on 4s. That's 3. 2 up. All good. Because of your Psychic Grenades, I don't get an extra bonus attack for charging. So I have 6 attacks on the charge with Magnus, hitting on 3s. Rerolling that 2 for Veterans. So that's 6 hits. Wounding on 2s. And getting a 6. And it has a Transmogrify, a special rule. That's the Blade of Magnus. So why don't you go ahead and make this save first, because if you fail it, you become a spawn. You're fine. Other 4 wounds. Oh, fail and a fail.
Yeah, you know what? He only need to fail 1 though, because you got double his strength, or double his toughness rather. So 1 goes through, and then you jib him as well.
That's true. Yep.
Yeah.
Magnus, consolidate. And for the Terminator, consolidate. Guilliman, he attacks first. Okay.
And gets to reroll that 1/1.
3D strength, okay.
Yep. So let's see what happens there.
And for these?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna be
3 up invuln. He's dead. Consolidate. And consolidate.
And the captain will consolidate 6 inches.
And now for this battle. I'll attack you first. That's 1 hit. And wounding on a 2. That's nothing.
Get her into the wall. Get her into the wall.
And for the other 1,000 Sun, that's miss. You hit me back.
Yeah. 6
Fours.
attacks.
That's decent.
I think I'm outside of 12.
Outside of 12, no reroll. That's 4 wounds.
Yeah, that's 4 wounds, 2 of which are rends.
2 invuln saves. Okay, failed 1 and 2 regular saves.
Oh, actually, those would be power armor as well, because are invulnerable as well because of power weapons.
Okay, so I failed 2 anyway.
Yeah.
Consolidate.
2 inches.
Guilliman's gonna move forward. He's going 6 inches, so he can use his hammer breath.
Well, he can't actually move more than the 6 inches.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
The captain will get a little bit closer. I don't care about Hammer Wrath with him. Celestine's going to run away from the Primarch. Oh, and I get a Gemini back. And the Stern Guard are just going to make full use of that 12-inch movement as he falls over. And Terminators are just going to try and meet up with Guilliman and the captain. And then this Dreadnought will just start going around the corner here. And this Scout will just go right over to there.
Psychic phase.
2 plus d6 for a total of 4. Sanctuary on the Dread Knight goes off with 2.
You have 2 more?
I have 2 more. You have 11 dice.
I'll throw 5 dice at it. Oh, not
So
quite.
close. And Force on these Terminators, which will go off with 2. Denied. Gonna fire the Stern Guard Vengeance rounds into the Rubric Marines. And they're within 12 inches of Guilliman. For an extra hit. 4 is the wound. Not too bad.
2 Rens, 4 Bidmalt saves, 1 die, 2 regular saves. Both saves. So, I'm gonna look out, sir.
From this direction.
Oh, from this direction?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's dead.
Guilliman with his Hand of Dominion. 3 hits. And 2 wounds.
And 4 Bidmalt saves. Let's see. I'll go on him first. He's dead. And I'm gonna look out, sir. 2 up. He's fine. So 4 Bidmalt save. Another one's dead. Side cannon from the Terminators now into the Rubric Marines.
On 3s.
Ooh,
3 hits.
On 2s.
And 3 wounds.
Look out, sir. They all look out, sir. Now for 3 up. 1 dies. He's the closest. 2 Storm Bolters now into the Rubric Marines. 2 hits.
Within 12 inches, though.
3 hits. And force to wound. 2
With
wins.
a rend.
Look out, sir, for both.
Sure.
And yes. And rend first.
Sure, why not?
4 up. Save. 3 up. Not safe.
Dreadnought's gonna run. 6 inches.
Rens.
Rending run. And the Scout will run 3 inches. Guilliman's gonna assault in for a whopping 7 inches. And then the captain will come with him. Bam. So first I'll issue a challenge.
And I'll accept.
Alright, and we have the Hammer of Wrath. Strength 6, so wounds. Saves.
You think the sword of the Emperor can attack and defeat me?
That's a lot of ones, but his command trait allows him to reroll.
Ah!
So, and
1d strength.
which is just going to be D3 when it goes through. And 3 wounds.
For the d strength. That's that goes through.
Yeah, it does.
So you rolled a 3 for d3
Yeah.
wounds.
Yeah, so 2 more wounds. Roll 2 wounds.
He's dead. And he's dead. No, actually, it's just on one guy.
Well,
The other 3 wounds that will go on to him, and he's dead. Consolidate! It's 3 inches.
gonna make Magnus come as close as possible.
What?
What?
You're not going closer to me!
I want the charge.
Well, you'll get it.
And 6 inches for the captain.
Celestine, just gonna go ahead and charge them in.
Yeah,
8.
make it.
Corn definitely wants it. Celestine goes first with her initiative 7. Hitting on 3s.
Mastercrafted.
Yes. Nope.
Oh.
Something on?
2s. Or 3, sorry.
3 wounds.
3 wounds.
And this is 2 up save.
2 up save.
Jay!
Hey!
And I will mention something. I've actually forgotten this the entire game. I brought a full squad, War Coven, rather. And that allows me to reroll saving throws of 1. And so there may have been a number of times that could have helped me.
Very likely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so again, the internet screams. And if you caught that and you left a comment, please do leave a comment on that comment, if there is a comment that exists, saying that I eventually caught it. To my detriment, so it has to burn, and I have to remember it. And it certainly does burn right now, but I'm gonna re-roll this one right now. And I get a 1 again! Whoa! And so I die. Dread Knight.
All right, let's see if you can actually do something this time.
Okay.
So, still in the challenge. You suck, Dread Knight.
1 hit. That's a wound.
At least it wounded.
And this is a 4-up pinball save.
Yep. Yes, he did something!
Oh, he did. He totally did. Gemini.
Gemini with their 8 attacks on the charge. Not too shabby. Let's see some Wrens. No Wrens.
2-up save. Save. Your attacks, though, I get to attack first before I remove myself. And that is 2 hits. And now I need 4s because it's with the Force Staff.
Yep.
That's 2. One of the Wrens.
Sure does.
So let's do the Wren first. Nice.
And
the other wound. Nice!
Goes down to 1 wound.
Awesome. This last Terminator will also go on the Dread Knight. And bink. That's 2 misses. Oh, come on! Okay, now for the Hell Brute attacking, hitting you on 4s. Getting 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. Oh, come on! This is it. Invuln save.
Come on!
Yeah!
This has been the Dread Knight of Sock.
And we will pile in because Celestine is fearless. First things first, Magnus is going to fly over. And he's going to go after Guilliman. That's what he wants to do. That's what I should have done from the beginning in retrospect, because he's worth victory points. I should have just attacked him from the beginning and attacked him. That's what I should have done.
You could have racked up a lot of points.
Could have. Skarbrand Terminators are going to fly over, and they're going to do some damage. Hopefully. That's the goal. Psychic phase. 2. We are going to do... I'm going to roll for force on me. And I get 4. Would you like to deny that?
There's no chance of me denying that.
Prismatic gaze now. That's 3. Would you like to deny that?
That's all your dice, so I might as well.
Not quite. Assault 1. I need a 2 to hit you. That's it. Strength D, AP 1. Oh. Invuln save.
3 up.
Oh! D3. Getting 1. 1 wound down to 5. That means that's a victory point.
Yeah, I think it
Because
was.
Magnus caused or inflicted a wound on him. Shooting phase, Skarbrand Terminators. They're going to shoot at those Terminators. Soul Reaper Cannon. And wounding on 3s with 1 rending. Rending first. Oh, every time!
Make it.
Now for the 2-up saves. Oh, there you are. Fire Missile Rack. And wounding on a 2. That's a wound.
And 2 up.
Oh!
Bam!
Zombie Bolters. Rerolling the miss. Okay, and wounding on 4s.
Oh.
Nothing. Rolling to see if they run away. They don't.
Nah, they're fine.
Magnus declaring an assault against Guilliman.
And a Dominion firing an Overwatch.
1.
Oh, 1 hit. And no wound.
I need an 8-inch charge. Here we go. Getting
Yes!
7. He's got fleet.
Uh-oh.
Gonna re-roll that. I'll re-roll 1 dice. Yes!
Oh!
9! And Zinch wants it. Crazy. Starting with this battle now, because this is the less exciting one. Celestine goes first with the highest initiative.
She sure does.
Hitting the Terminator.
Yep.
On 3s. Mastercrafted.
Hey!
5 hits.
On 3s again. No rank.
2 up save. Save. Terminator on Celestine. It's 1 hit, and that's a wound.
2 up armor save. Well, I guess 3 up because it goes to the Gemini, and she makes it.
And now for the Hellbrute. Hitting on 4s. Getting 2. Wounding on 2s. Getting 2. And 4 up involved.
Gotta do these. Oh no, I guess they're both Gemini, so both at the same time.
And you make them both. Lucky.
So, one Gemini will attack back the crack grenade, which will not hit. And then the other Gemini attacks the Terminator. 1 hit. No wound.
Hit and run on a 6. Oh, they stay in combat. Excellent.
Oh, jeez.
Magnus issues a challenge.
I gotta take it.
At that moment, battling demigods appeared upon the crater's edge. Guilliman and Magnus, both bleeding from the wounds they had dealt one another, still flanked by a last handful of the Null Warriors. Magnus bisected another of the women with a brutal swing of his glaive, which lashed around to hack a chunk from Guilliman's breastplate. Of course, that's talking about the Sisters of Silence, which are invisible right now at this point in time. They're not right beside him, but let's pretend that they are, so that he could actually be hitting something right beside Guilliman. Hammer of Wrath. That's a wound. And
3 up. Oh!
So that's actually not a wound, because that's just a 2-up save. Magnus will attack first. He will be hitting you on 3s. Rerolling for veterans of the Long War. That is 7 hits. Wounding on 2s. And 1 will transmogrify. So, let's go ahead and make that roll.
You want me to take that one last, actually, because it has to be the killing wound that transmogrifies him.
That's true. You're Eternal Warrior, aren't you?
I am Eternal Warrior.
Well, then I'll take your suggestion.
All right.
3 up invuln save. Oh, you fell 1.
So he's down to 4.
Yep. And transmogrify. You're fine.
All right.
Attacking me back.
Needing 4s, but preferred enemy against chaos.
Preferred enemy chaos. So that's rerolling. And
Oh, what's your toughness?
Toughness is 7, so 3 wounds. And this is a 3-up invuln save. And I make them all. Guilliman is fearless as he fights against Magnus, therefore they remain in combat. So you actually have feel no pain, don't you?
Yes. Yeah, I forgot about that. Let's do the combat one.
So he has a feel no pain, so let's go ahead and roll that.
He felt
that's
it.
failed. It is the beginning of Imperium turn 4, so this Land Raider is going to be deep striking according to the mission special rules. There was supposed to be a unit that came in via deep strike or that was a flyer, right? So we're just going to make a provision here for this Land Raider to come in. And back in the day, I remember Blood Angels used to deep strike their Land Raiders. I think that might have been 5th edition. But we're going to apply that same rule to this Land Raider and the Imperial Fist contingent. Leland is putting it right there in the middle of the battlefield.
And it is so gonna hit a rock.
Goes this way 8 inches. And it just barely misses. So you are fine.
Yeah, got lucky there.
And your Terminator captain, he's going to deep strike back 3 inches.
Not too bad.
And just slightly back. Grey Knight Terminators are going to be moving.
Yeah.
Closer to Magnus.
Just taking advantage of that low grav.
Stern Guard.
They're gonna
flying over.
Yeah, they're gonna reposition and try and slow down these
Scarab Occult
Terminators.
We see you.
Dreadnought gonna lumber forward. And the scout is gonna save his victory point and hide.
Psychic phase.
Yeah. D6 plus 1. Oh, 7.
Grey Knight Terminator is going to try to cast Banishment on Magnus.
Yep.
We'll see. Okay.
Warp charge 1, but I'm gonna roll all 7 of these dice.
Okay. Alright, and you get 4.
Excellent.
Magnus is a Psyker, and he has a higher mastery level, and he has Adamantium Will, which means he denies on a 3+. And he denies it.
I kind of saw that one come, right? That was a long shot, right?
Shooting phase, we got the last cannon on the Dreadnought, gonna be firing at the Skarbrand Terminators. That's a hit, and wounding on a 2. That's a miss. Thank you, Jay. The Land Raider will do the same thing with the one last cannon that it can see, and that is a hit, and wounding on a 2. Getting a 1 again. Oh! Deep Struck Captain is gonna run forward 6 inches. Sterngar going to be firing Hellfire rounds into the Skarbrand Terminators. 3s. Ooh. Reroll the 1. They're within 12 of Guilliman. And 2s to wound. Ooh, look at that.
With a rend.
Leland wants the rend first, so a 4-up invuln save. Save it! 5, 2 plus save. I got to do it 1 at a time. Then I got to start Lookout Sir. So 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up. Yeah, I get to reroll it though, because they're part of the detachment. And we make it.
Alright.
1 Psych Out Grenade from the Terminators.
Yep, right there.
And scattering back. Oh,
that's not going to do anything.
Side cannon now.
With, reroll that 1. Oh, for another 1. 2 on 2s. 2 wounds.
2 up save. Save. Captain, he's going to assault Magnus.
He is!
And he's going through difficult terrain. He still makes it. Actually, I forgot. These guys need to make dangerous terrain because they've landed with
That's right. We keep forgetting that. There's the...
They're fine.
Yeah.
And then these 2 guys. No. Actually, yeah, they are jump. Yeah.
Well, that was for them, so now it's the Stern Guard.
Okay, now the Stern Guard. So... oh, okay.
Okay, we're fine.
Wow. Lucky. Grey Knight Terminators, they're going to be declaring an assault against the Skarbrand Terminators. They're going to Overwatch.
Oh,
starting with the Hellfire Missile Rack, hitting on 6s. That's 1 hit, wounding on a 2. That's a wound. And a
2 up.
Oh! And for the Soul Reaper Cannon, that's a hit, wounding on a 3. That's a wound. And a...
Okay.
You're fine. And 3 bolters. And that's 2 hits. Wow. And wounding on 4s. Getting a rend. So that's a 5-up invuln. Dude. Wow. From Overwatch. Technically, the Kami bolters are twin link, but I killed you anyway, so no need to reroll that. Now for this combat over here with Celestine versus the Hellbrute and the Skarbrand Terminator, rolling first for Celestine because of the highest initiative and getting a reroll because of Mastercrafted.
Yep. For
3 hits.
Rends.
So that's actually 4 hits because your higher weapon skill. Now looking for
some rends here.
not
a single rend.
But you get a wound.
But 3 wounds.
2-up save. All good. Gemini Superior, they're going to be attacking back. Hitting on
4s.
4. 3 hits.
Okay.
Winning on 5s.
2 rends.
4-up invuln save.
Yes!
Rerolling the 1.
Oh, it's
Reroll the 1. Reroll. Ah! Oh, I can't believe that. Hellbrute is mad. He's going to be attacking back. He's going to be hitting on 4s. 1. Putting on a 2. That's an invuln save. 4-up. He does nothing.
Make it.
And piling in. Celestine has Armor Bane. I'm scared. Here's the question. Do I attack Guilliman or do I attack this captain? If I attack the captain, then that's less attacks coming at him. If I attack Guilliman, that's more victory points for every wound caused.
I think the captain is being insolent. You should smack him.
I think because of that logic, I should attack Guilliman.
That's not what I was saying at all.
Magnus against Guilliman! Hitting on 3s! Wounding on 2s.
Yep.
Oh, it's a rend.
Sure is.
Not that it matters, AP2, so you're 3-up invuln. Come on, fail. Yes!
Oh!
And, feel no pain?
Feel no pain, yes, thank you. He felt no pain!
And that's what I get for being honest.
Oh, thank you for being helpful. I appreciate it.
Guilliman now attacking Magnus the Red. You get a single 6. That's D-strength now for that one. Rolling for the D-strength, getting a 1.
Getting a 6. Oh,
just regular. 3-up invuln save.
Yes! And
Let's
it's
see it.
not a 1!
Ah, it's the only thing that could have wounded me. And let's see if the other 2 wound.
Which that one does.
I'll try to save that wound. Okay, reroll.
Oh, that's a 1.
It's a reroll. Yeah, that's good. Now your D3 wounds because of the D strength.
For 3 wounds.
That brings me down to 4 wounds, and that just gave you 3 victory points.
Woo!
Now for the captain.
Alright.
2.
Rerolls that 1. 2 hits.
6s to wound. Nothing.
No.
Well, I'm fearless, so nothing happens. Scarab Occult Terminators are going to move forward. They want to try to get this victory point by killing these Stern Guard. Psychic phase. Only 1.
Oh.
Rolling for force for Magnus. 3 dice. Did I make it? With 2?
Oh,
And
yeah.
you can't possibly deny.
I can't pop.
And I'll roll for force for these guys right there. On second thought, I'm gonna do Boon of Flame, and I'm gonna do that for Magnus. You're allowed to do conjuration whips in combat, so I'm going to try to summon some stuff here. And I get 4. Flamer of Zinch. Oh, goes back that way. They end up right there. On to the shooting phase. These Flamers of Zinch, we're gonna get a couple Flamers there onto you. Wounding you on 4s with the Warp Flames. Getting 2 rends and 2 regular wounds. 2 regular saves first. You're fine.
Hey. And then the 2 rents kill them anyway.
Yes. Warp Flame special rule, you take a toughness test. If you fail, which you don't, you would have taken D3 extra wounds, but if you pass, you actually gain Feel No Pain 6 up for the rest of the game.
Woo!
And now for the Scarab Occult Terminators, they're going to be shooting the Stern Guard. Going to try to finish them off, starting with the Hellfire Missile Rack. That's 2 hits, and wounding. That's 2 wounds. I don't know, that's AP3, so...
Oh, it's AP3?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, 2 dead. And now for the Combi Bolters, hitting on 3s, rerolling these misses, Twin Link goodness, and that's 5 hits. Wounding on 4s. So that's, they both go through your armor.
Yeah, so 3. And he's dead.
Yes. That Feel No Pain was short-lived. Now for this combat in the assault phase, Celestine goes first. Hit me on 3s.
Mastercrafted. Ah.
Armor Bane hits. What's your strength?
Strength 5.
Okay.
So against 12, so I need 7s.
Nothing.
Nah.
2. Nothing.
Uh-oh. There we go.
That's a
There's a
pen.
pen.
And
There's another pen.
for results,
And...
immobilized and shaken.
It's shaken.
Gemini Superior with a crack grenade. That's a miss.
Yep.
Hellbrute now with 1 less attack because I'm immobilized. They all miss. Celestine's gonna hit and run. And she does. 3d6 and 10 inches is this away. I can't consolidate, I'm mobilized.
Sure are.
Guilliman and Magnus. Magnus goes first here, and let's see what he can do. That's a little better.
Just a little bit.
Wounding on 2s. What?
Whoa!
What?
Hurry up, Invol! Hey! You rented that one.
Guilliman,
Attack him back!
no 6s, come on.
Rerolling that one. Oh, I was hoping for another 6 there.
This is 60, this is the destroyer weapon.
Oh, it's just gonna be an extra D3 if you fail to save.
Saves, D3 first. Reroll.
That's a 1!
Get to reroll it. Get to reroll. That's a 6, I save it. 3 regular saves. And they all saved. Why couldn't I do that to wound you? And now for the captain. That's a miss.
And he'll reroll that 1.
So 1 hit.
Needed a 6. No, nothing.
Magnus has It Will Not Die. Nope.
The Terminator Captain with Storm Shield and Hammer are going to charge over there. And Celestine is just going to come back this way.
What?
Oh yeah, she's not done with the Hellbrute.
Oh,
She's going to finish that guy off.
brutal.
The Land Raider is just going to...
Break its guns while driving through the corridor!
And Dreadnought's just going to move to get line of sight on those Skarbrand Terminators.
Are you scared of them?
I want the victory point.
So you're going to be twinning blast cannon into demons?
There, and then power the Machine Spirit, that las cannon, into those Scarab Assault. So against the Scarab, that will hit with a single wound.
4 pinball save. Failed. Against the demons.
Will hit. And we shall wound.
And 5 up pinball. Made it.
Okay. Dreadnought's Twin Link Glass Cannon into the Scarabs, which will hit. And it will wound.
4. Invuln save. Assault phase. Celestine's going to move in. She's close enough to move.
They sure are. And do you get an Overwatch with him?
I do.
Yeah.
Twin Link Reaper Auto Cannon. Hitting on 6s. Getting nothing.
In they go.
Violet.
To finish the task.
Terminator Captain. I'm going to Overwatch. Scarab Assault Terminators with the Soul Reaper Cannon. Nothing. Hitting on 6s with the Combi Bolters. Re-rolling everything because they all missed. 2 hits and wounding on 4s. 1 wound.
And he'll make the save.
That's a 3-inch charge.
Looks like it.
And
he's in.
Boom. Celestine.
With a whole lot of hits. Rerolling for Mastercraft.
4 hits. Armor Bane.
Against rear armor now, too. So that's going to be a glance. Pen. Nothing. And another pen.
You can't possibly make me explode, so that is a wreck. And Celestine will consolidate a couple inches with her Gemini. Scarab Assault Sorcerer will issue a challenge.
I will accept.
Okay. And we all move in. And we are higher initiative than you, so I'll attack you first. So the Sorcerer hitting on 4s. Re-roll for Veterans of the Long War. That's a miss still, and wounding on a 2. That's a wound. 2 up save. Save.
He's fine.
6 more attacks coming from the other Terminators. Hitting on 4s. And re-rolling the 1 for Veterans. That's 6 hits. Wounding on 4s. With 2 Rens. That's perfect. So that is 1 regular save and 2 invuln saves. Regular save first.
Yep.
Nope. And for 3 up invuln.
He's fine.
Thunderhammer attack back.
With, he's not within 12. So
Nope.
2 hits.
Wounding on
2s.
2s.
Oh,
One
only
wound.
1.
4 up invuln save. Oh! Instant killed. And now for the main event. Magnus will go first. 6 attacks, hitting on 3s. That's 6 hits.
Not too shabby.
2s to wound. Come on! Oh, 2 transmogrifies!
So I take it I'm taking those ones last?
Those last, yeah. So 2 regular wounds first. 3 up invuln saves. They'll fail! That's failing 1.
And
other
from
one.
Occupy. He's failing 1. He's down to 2 wounds.
Down to 2 wounds. Feel no pain.
He felt it.
Felt it. Guilliman's going to be attacking back now.
Looking for a whole bunch of 6s.
2 6s.
Rerolls that 1.
Now for D-strength here, you're going to get 1s here.
Oh, come on, come on.
Oh!
No saves against that one.
So what happens here is he dies, you get another 4 victory points, but he comes back at full wounds automatically the first time he's killed, because of the mission special rule. And now the captain will attack. That's nothing.
Oh, he rerolls that 1?
That's
For nothing.
On my turn, I'm going to move these Flamers of Tzeentch over here in this direction so that they can flame that scout who's hiding. And I'll roll for the psychic phase, getting a 2. Rolling for force for Magnus. And I get it with 4, you can't possibly deny it. And that's the only thing I want to do with him. Going on to the shooting phase, we have 3 warp flames. Wounding on 4s. Getting 2 Rens. Awesome.
Rending with your AP4 against my scout.
Dead.
Wow.
Assault phase. Scarab Occult Terminators attacking your Terminator Captain, hitting you on 4s. Oh, that's decent. Winning you on 4s. Nothing.
Oh, Captain striking back with 2 hits
Winning on 2s.
and 2 wounds.
4 up invuln saves. Made them both.
Whew.
Now for Magnus attacking Guilliman again.
Woo.
Hitting on 3s.
Uh-oh.
That's the worst roll yet. And wounding on 2s. And I get a transmogrify. That'll be the last wound. First one.
3 up.
That's a pass. Second one is a pass. Now, Guilliman will attack back. Not a single 6 in there.
But reroll that one. Oh, wait, is it all ones? Rerolling that other one as well. Okay, so only 2. And 2 wounds.
3 up invuln save. Rerolling this one because he's Demon of Zinch. No wounds. The captain attacks.
For 3 hits. Yeah. And 1 wound.
And 3 up. Rerolling the 1.
Oh, the captain does a wound.
Wow. He's down to 6 wounds. End of my turn. It will not die. Oh. Celestine moving up.
Yeah.
Just because.
Just because she can.
And she will.
Yeah. And then the Dreadnought.
Also.
Moving on up.
Pivoting the Land Raider. 2 last cannons from the Land Raider into the Flamers of Zinch. It's 2 hits and winning on 2s.
2 wounds.
5 up invuln save and 2 die. Twin linked heavy bolter hitting on 3s. Oh, that's 3 hits.
And 3 wounds.
5 up invuln. Oh, dies.
So close.
Celestine will charge in with 3 inches. Yeah, you make it. Yeah. It's definitely enough.
Yeah. Not going to be able to get the Dreadnought in, though.
Probably not. No, because you're covering him up.
Yeah.
And in this combat, Celestine goes first, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1 for Master Crafted. Getting 6 hits.
For a bunch of 6s. No 6s, but 3 wounds.
2 up saves. Rerolling 1s. Good. Gemini.
8 on the charge. That's a lot of ones. Amount of 12.
And
No wound.
Scarab Occult onto your captain. That's 3 hits and 1 wound.
Oh! Oh, wait, yeah, he's okay. Sorry.
Now for your power weapon. Hitting on 3s.
Thunderhammer coming back at you.
Yeah.
2 hits.
And wounding on 2s.
Oh! Snake!
Guilliman versus Magnus. I'm going to be rolling for Magnus first, hitting on 3s. That's 4 hits. Wounding on 2s, looking for 6s. So that's 3 wounds. 3 up invuln save. Oh! Feel of pain.
Oh, yeah. Come on! Feel no pain!
Oh!
He felt
Takes
it.
him out. Get another 2
Bam.
victory points. And you attack back. 1 6 in there.
And 1-1.
Yep. So, what does the 6 do? See if I can save it on a 3 up invuln save. Rerolling the 1. And make it.
Yep.
And 3 up invuln saves for the other ones, and we make them all. And the captain with his final attacks here, and they all miss.
But all within 12.
That's right. And they still...
So 1 hit. No wound.
And according to this mission scenario, it automatically ends at the end of turn 6. And so the final score is 15 for Imperium and 13 for Thousand Suns. Epic handshake, Leland. That was a lot of fun. Thank you very much.
Close game.
Vault members, check out the post-game show discussion on the link in the video description below. And we'll see you there. Members, click on the link below to watch this next Batrep. It is 2,000 points of Corn Demonkin, but they are orcs. They are orcs who have actually melded and possessed Corn Demonkin because that's how it's worked. Yep. This is Adam. I'll be fighting against Adam, and this is an awesomely converted army. I'm so excited to feel this. This is Tuska's Bois. As you can see, this Bloodthirster is what he counts as a Bloodthirster. Every single model in this army is converted. All of these Blood Boys or Bloodletters. That is a looted skull cannon. A couple looted skull cannon. Herald on Juggernaut, which is actually a war boss on a pig.
War boss on pig.
Fantastic. Everything that you see here, these are pink horrors, but they're not pink horrors. They are weird horrors with the blue and the brimstones at the same time, and the hog. I just love it. I can't wait to fight this. This is fantastic.
We're gonna have a super time.
We're gonna have a super time. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And we're doing a themed narrative battle. You will be fighting the Space Wolves. I'll be fielding the Space Wolves. We're gonna set that up. And Masters of the Forge, that's where you're from. So check that out too, guys, if you haven't heard of that or haven't seen that before. So click on the link below to watch the next Batrep. It will be against Adam and his 2,000 points of Orc Corn Demon Cannon, we'll call it. Dorks! I saw what you did there. It's very clever. Thank you very much.
That was keyed by Andy Chambers himself.
Then we shall let him key it.